All right, so all right, well, shoot, man. So I just want to say thank y'all for coming out, man. This means a lot to me. You know, it's your man Torratti in the building. I got my man, heir to the throne, Colbert Klan, wearing brand owner, CEO of Colbert Klan clothing. My cousin, my family right here. To my left, I also got the one and only PacoTheProducer, the innovator, the OG, the man behind the board, the guy behind the board, the man that's made all my hits. PacoTheProducer to my right, man. This is my family right here. This is my kin. So I just want to go ahead and give a big shout out to the people right here next to me, man. These two people have helped me and shaped me to be the man I am today. Eric has always been like my big brother. You know what I'm saying? Since I was a kid, he's always watched out for me. And if it wasn't for heir to the throne, Colbert Klan, man, I would not be in this seat today, man. I got to say the same thing to my man on the right, Paco, being there since I was a kid, man. So, you know, this is a big deal to have these two people next to me here and have this moment. So, yeah. So, how y'all feeling?
Oh, we feeling good, but I don't love this little room, huh?
Yeah, this room is off the chain, man. I like it.
We feeling, I'm feeling blessed, yeah. Man. Every opportunity, every day is a different opportunity for you to go out there and get what you want. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been watching this young man since he was like, what, high school, middle school?
Man, I don't even know, bro. I had to be like 12, 13.
Nah, that's like middle school. So I've literally seen this guy just grow up and mature, and you know, basically everything he told me that he wanted to do, bro, went out there and did it. And it's not too many people like that. You feel me? Like, you know, just as far as myself, like, you know, I tell a lot of people, don't talk about it, be about it, even if you don't know shit about it.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
I'm pretty sure you can attest to that too. Like, you know, it all starts with a start point. Like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and you learn along the way, right? So, I mean,
yeah, for real.
You know. So, Sean, what was it like for you, man? I mean, like, you know, when we started this, let's talk a little bit about how we got into this music thing, man. How do we get into this?
Man, I still remember that first day, you just randomly called me out the blue. It's like, hey, man, I'm rapping now. I was like, okay. I know you was into your poetry and early on, so I know you was always good at writing, but I don't know, you hit me that one day. It was like, hey, I'm doing music. Like, I want you come along with this, come ride with me with this, like, make my beats, because you always noticed that I had a good ear for music growing up.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm honored that you felt blessed enough to come to me for that. But
man, you know, first of all, you knew, man. You put me on. Sean was the first one to put me on to the band group Gorillas. I didn't know they existed. Sean put me on to all the music when I was a kid, man. I didn't know what was what, man. I'm over here stuck on 93.5. Sean was the one that had all the albums, you know, all the new stuff. He was the one that had all the underground. He's the one that introduced me to the Def Jam, the fighting game. Remember that?
Oh damn! That
oh yeah, Def Jam Vendetta.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Had, like, Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
On there. Oh.
He put me on the Redman, Method Man, Scarface, all these people. I had no idea who any of these dudes was, but you know, honestly, to go back to what you were saying, Sean, like, you know, I came to you because, you know, I knew I needed somebody. I don't even know if I knew Eric at the time. I knew Eric at the time already, but you know, not at this point. I wasn't allowed to go anywhere. You know what I mean? Let's keep it real. But Eric was already on his grown man. But me personally, going, you know, when I was hitting you up is because I knew that you were focused. I knew you had just graduated. I knew there was you were doing your thing, but I knew at the moment I was figuring, okay, I don't really know what Sean's doing at the moment, but maybe he might be interested in picking up a new hobby just for now. It might turn into a passion, but I knew I didn't have. I was too organized to be a producer. It just didn't make sense to me. It was it's a method that I just don't get even to this day. Maybe it was the lack of tools I had, but I'm honestly say right now, shout out to all the producers out there, because that shit's not easy. If anybody thinks making beats is easy, you are the dumbest. I'm just not gonna cuss because I think my mama's supposed to watch this, but you are not. Yeah. It's all right. Y'all go ahead. Y'all get in trouble. Y'all get in trouble. I'm good. Let me not cuss on this. But I just want to say, I went to you, man, because I felt like we were one of the same, and I knew that you knew. I felt that I knew you would take care of me in this industry if I wanted to get into this, because you wouldn't steer me in the wrong direction. And I feel like, you had that image, and as far as like the image of being a producer, you just had that producer look to you. You had that smart behind the boards, because you were quiet to yourself. But I felt like you were just a genius at the same time. I seen the way you play 2K and all this, so I'm like, man, this nigga, he knows something, bro. He you know what I'm saying? He just knows something.
Bro, strategist.
Strategist, right? Yeah. And Sean, Eric, to go with you, man. I mean, like, as kids, you already knew I was doing music as a kid. You literally watched me go from this to that. Way before when I was showing you, to this day, he has a song about me and my ex-girlfriend, a breakup song.
Bro, the hardest song I think I've ever heard in my life.
What is love? What is love? What is love? What is love? It's a song that'll never be released.
I know, but it was. It was. Man,
I don't know where to find that.
Man, I be asking this nigga for it every time. I'm like, bro, you still got, because it's when he first just did it. He just recorded it, like just on a like simple beat, like everything like that too. So I'm listening to this in my like. I think at the time, what the was I driving? Like my Mustang, I had a 1998 Mustang. So I'm in there just listening to it. I'm banging up. I'm like, what the oh. I was like, oh my God, I would hate to be this girl. Like,
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But just, I think what mostly cost me, because I always tell Jordan, I said, I like lyricists. Like you could be one thing. I think, from all of us being from like LA County and being from LA as well, is that, I'm not into music like that, but I am for sure a student of like listening and knowing what I like and know what sounds good to me, opinion wise. You know what I'm saying? Like, J. Cole, like I'm inspired by J. Cole's, Kendrick Lamar's, and everything like that too. And if you know them too, they dwindle in between instruments and beats, but they also two dope lyricists in the game right now. You see what I'm saying? So this man, when he was just letting me listen to stuff, like I'm reading his papers. I'm like, oh damn, that's hard. Oh my God, bar. Okay, now let's, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm reading it to myself, so I to know, like, okay, now let me hear from like, from your chest. Let's see how the way you would really present this. Right. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So when I heard that track, oh my God, I was like, man, I let my two brothers listen to that. I was like, listen to this. Like, yeah. I was like, that's Jordan. You know what I mean? I was like, that's Nene's cousin. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he come over here all the time. And they was like, he make this song, we bumping it. Yeah. Bumping it. Like, it's just a new track that just came out. That's when I figured out, like, not saying I didn't believe in him or anything like that as well, but that's when I was just like, oh, my nigga's gonna be up, because that came from a real personal, experience from him too, and he turned that into something so quick. I'm like that's real pain in there. Like the way you singing it and the bars that you getting for, like I said, it'll never come out.
Never come out. Nobody will ever see the light of day of that.
It's an underground, but like that was for me. I was just like, bro, you have a knack for this. You know what I mean? Like, even with his stage presence, like not everybody got a knack for this. A lot of people can rap. A lot of people are dope lyricists. People can become ghostwriters. You know what I mean? Because they have no stage presence. He literally has that all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
So that just comes with a self-confidence within yourself. Like I said, I've seen this dude go through, some stuff. You know what I mean? But just to, be there and you not even try to mentor him, just let him know, like, bro, like, just have a chip on your shoulder about this. Like, your outlet is music. Right. You know what I mean? And I think it's forever going to be that, because you're always going to be having people that's might constantly, that might still be going through what you went through. Yeah. Might, or, just to be like, man, my God, like he just got the voice. You're going to have different type of, audience members that's just going to be tapping into you. Yeah. You know what I mean? So.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right. So, yeah, so we talked a little bit, Sean. I still want to know more about your personal, of course, your personal battles. Real fast though, heir to the throne, I don't even got the man, Colbert Clan's CEO, Eric Colbert. Never knew your middle name.
You'll never know either.
Yeah, but Eric, yeah, go ahead, man. I want to know. Thank you so much for being here. Eric, for people that didn't know, Eric was on CP time today. I just want everybody to know that out there. So I just want everybody to know that he did not show up on time, but it's okay because I love him like a play cousin. My dad used to tell me that. But Eric, I want to know, man, the origins of Colbert Clan, man.
Oof, man, I got to take you all the way back. So Colbert Clan is, obviously Colbert is my last name.
Of course.
So me and my family has always been like deep. Like I'm talking about, bro, I got like maybe 30 something first cousins. Like that's, and nigga, they all grew up with each other in the same house in my grandma's house in Compton. So my uncle, rest in peace to my Uncle Brett, you know what I mean? He used to call us, he was like, nah, it's the Colbert Clan. It's just something that he would always say. So it's something that, instilled in us when we were younger.
Right,
that's just what they called us at Colbert Clan and everything like that. So, that's where it kind of originated from, because even with my dad and their generation, they were Colbert, but they weren't Colbert Clan until they start having their kids, and everything of that sort. Wow. So that's where we originally got the name from, was from my Uncle Brett. He said, we the Colbert Clan, basically saying your clan is a family, it's a posse, whatever you want it to be. A community is just a group, basically saying, there's more strength in numbers. You know what I mean? It's more of us than it is less of us. You know what I mean? So pushing into, my high school year and everything like that too. So my younger brother, Kevin, shout out to Kevin,
shout
you know what
Kev.
I mean? You know what I mean? Kevin made this dope sweater for us, and it said Colbert Clan, but he made it like the writing had like that's on the intro of Martin. You know what I mean? Well, they got like all the little asterisks and everything on with the little arrows on top of the E's and the A's and everything like that too. So he's the one that originally did it.
Oh,
so I was like, oh my God, like this is tight. And he only made it for our immediate family. So just me, my mom, my dad, Kevin, Dante. Wow. So we all had it. So and that was over Christmas break. So again, we go to school, we wearing them hoodies. Everybody own it. I'm talking about own it. Like, oh my God, I want to be part of the Colbert Clan. So that's also been one thing too. When we went to Bellflower, bro, it was like 5 of us that went there. So it's all Colberts. Everybody. I'm telling you, everybody knows who's a Colbert. You go to Bellflower, like my family has been graduating there since, early 2000. My first cousin 2000, my second cousin 2005, 2000. I think 2009. My bad, Brett, if I get this wrong. 2009 or 2010. I don't really know. And then after that, it was me. But we originally just went over there just because that's where all our cousins went. We was like, yeah, we want to go to Bellflower. So people even start getting us, calling us that too. We called ourselves that, but people was like, oh, I want to be part of the Colbert Clan. So now it became a thing of like, oh man, I want to be part of y'all group. You know what I mean? Or part of y'all family. Because we always had people over our house. Like coming up, my mom hated it though. Like everybody would be over our house and everything like that too. And, them jackets started a whole bunch. And meanwhile, bro, I was in like 11th grade at this time. So pushing back to me graduating after high school and everything like that too, I have a friend, shout out to KT, shout out to Dirty Laundry LA. He put me on to so much as well, like bringing me out here to LA, finding jackets, trying to play what's my style, like what can I bring forth into my clothing line. I've always been into like, African American history. I've always been into 90s, black sitcoms and everything like that too. If you ever look at this logo right here, this is a spinoff from Martin, the Wayans brothers.
The Wayans brothers, yeah.
So all I did was just add an extra person there and then, re-go over their font and everything like that too. And I tried to put a little bit of piece of myself into every little thing that I drop. Wow. To be like, oh, that's him. And I've always been into fashion and everything like that too. I'm still not where I want to be as far as getting my clothing line and really showing, what I really wear into my clothing and everything like that too. Because, everything is just a learning process. But yeah, that's where it originated from. Like literally from when I was a kid to high school to then, and I've been around so many dope individuals that got their own clothing line too, that they even taught me how to, use screen print, where to get my screens from, how much it'll cost, how much you want to profit off of, and everything like that too. It's really a business, and it really does take a lot of patience and, a lot of hard work. Like I said, like both things that y'all do, y'all understand it's a journey getting there. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have days where you don't want to be doing it, or you feel like you watching somebody else stuff and they up, you know what I mean? And it be like, dang, why my stuff not like that? But in a way, I think we focus too much on their highlights. You know what I mean? We don't know how long it took them to get there. We don't know who they connected with. We don't know who they in cahoots with. That's why we should always network. And that's one thing I always gotta give you a hand clap for, because you never try to leave anybody out. You know what I mean? Like if one of us make it, we all make it. You know what I mean? Because we all sit at the same table, and we're always gonna open doors for people that we care for. Like you said, we family. So you know what I mean? Like I'm always, if y'all do it, I'm a put your name into it. You know what I mean? Because that's how much I want my family to eat and just be blessed with more opportunities. But yeah, to answer your question, that's what it originated from.
Man, that's crazy. And I just you just said something right now that just popped in my head real fast, because I do want to know also the difficulties as well that you had to face. But there was a time where shout out to my cousin Nene, Eric's, I want to say fiance, let's just go ahead and speak into existence. Yeah. Shout out to Auntie Nene as well, battling breast cancer. I love you so much. You are my second mama. I love you with all my heart, and you're going to get through this. That's, for you guys don't know, my next single, Gun Down, that should be out. By the time y'all get this interview, the song should already be out, but that song was a music video and everything. Song was dedicated to her. So I love you, Auntie. One time, I think it was Nene's graduation, and we were all at Fridays. Where were we? We were outside eating somewhere. Remember that? It was late night.
I think it was Friday.
And we were all there. Shout out to my cousin, VFX Josh, hell of a director. And we were all out there late at night. It was the four of us. And we were all there. And I just want to say what you just said right now. I never left anybody out. This had to be years ago, right? Like 6-7 years ago, whenever Nene graduated college, right?
Yeah.
College?
I think it was like
college or
I think it was college from LBCC. So it was like 2014.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So we were there, all of us, and I looked and I saw a director, I saw a producer, I saw a fashion designer, and I'm thinking, nigga, we here. We are here. What else do we need? And it's been quite of a journey. I'm just glad that we're all healthy and alive, and that we're able to sit at this table right now. Of course, Josh couldn't be with us. He's doing big and bad things in Hawaii, so shout out to my man. But the fact that we here, and that we all have been at this journey for a very long time. So the fact that we here right now and we are still breathing, all thanks to God, shout out to all of our families for keeping us safe, and all of our amazing parents. But the fact that we here, and that although we've been at this for years and it's still the beginning, the world ain't ready for this. I'm gonna just have to say.
Yeah, it's not our time. It's in God's time.
All in God's time. So Paco the producer, man, I want to get you talking. He gonna try and sit this one out. Everybody, he gonna try and stay as quiet as he can, but you got to get this nigga talking.
Just hoping y'all didn't notice my presence,
man. Anyway, so Paco the producer, man, I just want to ask, bro, like what would you say is the hard parts of being producer, or you just what's your story, Nick?
My story or the hard parts? Which one?
Both, so let's start with your.
I want to know about your happy time.
With your journey, like what made you want to start pushing into beats, and then even moving past that, like what made you keep going.
Keep going. Yeah.
Like what made you like get your knack for it? But like, oh yeah, I got this. I'm doing producing for sure.
Because I could have brought it up to you and said, yo, can you do this? But you could have said no.
For sure. I for sure could have said no. I don't know why I said yeah. We being real.
It must be something that that you can do.
I don't know. I've always loved music. Like music is always something that like I gravitated towards. Like the first album I ever listened to was was it Get Rich or Die Trying by 50 Cent?
Oh yeah.
Like that was my first. That was like my introduction to music right there. I still remember getting that CD, burning that CD on my Xbox, and I used to listen to that. I used to play like ESPN 2K football and just listen to like 50
the whole
Cent.
soundtrack. Huh?
The whole soundtrack in the background.
What was your favorite song on the album?
Favorite song? Probably Many Men.
Nick, yeah, Many Men.
Gotta be Many Men.
Many Men.
I feel like that's still like the most slept. I feel like that's the most slept on song on that on that album.
Man.
Because people don't even listen to the words.
Not for real.
Man.
Like, you know what I mean? Like they just like it got a hard.
It
just got a hard beat. That's what I'm saying. Like most people would get caught here. I'm like, nigga, did you just hear what this nigga was talking about? Like, you know what I mean? But
and shout out, I just want to say shout out to my pops. He was the main one that told me that. He said, "Hey, son, look, you got a hard beat. You got good lyrics." I forgot whatever he said. The last thing he said, "Man, son, if you got a good beat and you got good lyrics." And I think he said if you could find a way to do that without cursing. I'm not sure. I think that was more his parent talking, his parental talking. But all he listened to was cuss words and. All he does is my dad be cussing up a storm, man. So it was only a matter of time, before I take over. But the point is that shout out to my dad for keeping that West Coast music in my body. And Eric, you know all about that West Coast, but we're gonna get to that. So Sean, like since you're trying to hide out of the questions and stuff, we want to know like. Other than you playing 50's album, nigga, what was the struggle? I don't want to hear about you burning CDs. I know they showed
the journey.
Nah, I don't want to hear about you burning CDs. I want to know when the time you
from the start where my love for music.
I'd rather hear you talk about a sunburn than burning CDs, nigga. Talk about some pain, nigga. Let's go. Let's get into it. Shit.
Right. I mean, to be honest, the difficulty in producing, it's like finding motivation to continue to do that every single day.
Where do you find most of like when
my motivation? A lot of it comes from like real life experiences. Like all the music I make, it reflects how I was feeling in that moment.
Got you.
Like I can't be in like a bad mood and somebody asks me for like a happy beat. Like I won't be able to do that for you. Like I don't feel like making that. So
unless it's like in the archives already. Like,
yeah, unless I already got it, but like if you want me something off the spot, like I'm not gonna do that. Like I only make what I'm feeling at the time. So it's like I'm not gonna force myself to do something that I don't want to do. So
it plays off of like a lot of emotional like
like my music, like you gotta feel it.
Yeah.
Like if you don't feel the music you listen to, just like do you really like it?
Yeah.
That's a great ass question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you don't feel it, like do you really like it? Like.
Yeah, what's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like you doing something and at some point you gotta ask yourself who you doing this for. You know what I mean? And if you making beats, you know what I mean, and then you just doing it for someone else and he's like, yeah, I'll take your money, but at some point you have to ask yourself, what do you value more, the money or the fact that you
are you passionate about it?
Passionate, yeah.
Because you can make money off of damn near anything. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Like, I ask people all the time, like, like, what are you passionate about? Like, what do you really see yourself doing for the next 20 years? And you don't find it to be work. Like, of course, some days you're going to have to work and be, like, really grind it out and be disciplined and everything like that, too. But do you enjoy it? You know what I mean? Like, do you, the same with you, do you enjoy flowing? Like, you know what I mean? If I played you instrumentals, are you just, everything just ripping coming from the heart? Like, when it comes to you to be like, hey, you know what? Like, I'm feeling this type of way. Can you just like give me a beat off of that? You know what I mean? Yeah, and if not, you know what I mean? Like, that's why, that's good that y'all go to like the studio together, but like, this is what I'm feeling. Okay, I got something for you. And, we'll, I test it from there, but yeah, I could see it. I could see that though. Like, I'm pretty sure you got a lot of stuff in archives, man.
Oh, my archive is crazy.
Bro, what?
I played him a couple stuff. He was just so surprised. It's like, wow, I can't believe I've never heard none of these before.
Still ain't got them. Still waiting on those beats to come through the email, wherever we send it. Can't airdrop, too far away. So still waiting for those. He showed me a beat, asked me if I wanted it, and then never sent it. I don't even know what happened. So I was like, bro, I kept saying I need it. He played it for me.
Man, it's cool in due time, man.
I ain't never gonna see that beat again. But
timing is everything.
Timing is everything. But let's delay our success.
You know how you be when you antsy.
Yeah, I'm antsy, nigga. I'm hungry, nigga. Feed me. But
that nigga heard the first like 15 seconds of that beat was like, it was like, nah, hold on, you gotta replay it, bro. Like the intro itself, like that shit's crazy. Like, did you hear that? It's like, yeah, nigga, I made it.
Oh man, this, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. It's if I could just say, like, for me, the hardest challenges, man. A lot of people don't know is that in the beginning, when I was asking Sean, when I said, hey man, like I need someone to start making beats for me and stuff like that, we were in high school, right? 2014, junior. It was difficult because I didn't have a lot of support in the beginning. I'm gonna keep it straight up real. I didn't have a lot of support, and I'm not bagging on anybody, you know what I mean? Because everybody, and people are always gonna have it worse than you. So I will never complain, and I will never regret a single thing that went on in my life. But I didn't have the best support system. I'm gonna admit. I love my father to death, but it wasn't until recently he started, getting into my music and actually being like, all right, son, you got it. You know what I mean? And for y'all don't know, for y'all people that don't know, my next single, not featuring, but produced by Paco, the producer, the man right here, is about to be my #1 single yet to this day. So I hope y'all, actually, by the time, like I said, y'all hear this interview, y'all gonna already know about this. So y'all should already know. If y'all ain't listening to this song by the time this interview come out, I can't talk to y'all no more. So forget y'all. But I just want to say that it was difficult, being from a family of educators. You know what I mean? I think that when they expect you to go down that path or their path, it was hard for me because I was trying to do something that hasn't been done in my family ever. And anytime that you try to step away outside of the norm of your family tree, you are putting yourself in your own outcast bubble. You know what I'm saying? You are making yourself your own outcast. Although West Coast music, hip hop music was instilled into my brain, by the time I got older, when I wanted to be just like the people I looked up to, I was looked down upon. And for the people out there that know exactly what I'm talking about, that is the worst feeling when you are trying to break something new. You're trying to do something new. You're trying to follow your passion, and you got everybody that you love pushing you in the opposite direction.
And what you want to tell those people, because like I said, it's a great story. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? From where you came, and the trials and tribulations that you had to do in order to, for one, find yourself. Right.
And both of y'all seen it too.
Yeah.
Both of y'all have been there from the very beginning. When I had started, we've all seen each other grow. Mm. That's the crazy thing. We sitting here, we're not just celebrities already made it, and we sit in a room with you know what I mean, Charlemagne and the Breakfast Club. Like, bro, we've all seen each other start. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? When was Cobra Clan? When was it established? When did you make it a thing, like officially?
No, officially make it a thing. I want to say.
What year?
What was it like 2016? I think that was my first drop.
And I already knew you, right?
Yeah.
Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Yeah, like 2016.
2016. Sean, obviously, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is that, and this ain't our first conversation either. The three of us have sat down and we talked about it. There's been multiple times where we've tried to put our heads together, figure something out. But at the same time, you have to let God set the pay for you. Got to put in the work. You know what I mean? Because, you got to be the driving force. All God can do is structure this for you. And it's up to you to get to point A to point B. And the time you get there, that's all up to you, dog. Because he already knows what you're supposed to do. But it's up to you to get there and when you going to get there. But all I can say is that what I want to say to those people, like going back to your question, I want to say that I love each and every one of y'all. Because there's people in my family that have put me down and beat me to a pulp in a sense where I didn't even recognize who I was. You know what I mean? It's so crazy how you can love something, but people, just because they don't see that vision, they despise you for it, or they put you down, or they belittle you because your passions aren't up to their standards.
Or it's because what didn't work for them.
What didn't work for them. Right, exactly.
And I think that's just a traditional thing, even coming from, our parents and everything like that as well. You know what I mean? Like, even for them, think about it. I don't know if you, like, I highly doubt your parents will ever tell you, like, they ever want to become a rapper or, like, a dancer or anything like that as well, too. Really ask them their dreams and be like, you know what? Like, what did you really want to be?
Right.
You know what I mean? And did you make it in that? And really ask them, like, why?
Why?
Why you didn't? Who told you you couldn't do it?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, that's
a real
thing.
and that's real.
That's a real ass question.
You know what I mean? Because why? And then you have to start really thinking about why they didn't tell you too, because they couldn't do it, or the method that they went in a whole different era didn't work for them. Doesn't mean that won't work for you.
Yeah, I just want to distinguish. I just want to take my mama out of that group real fast, because I just want to say shout out to my mama. She has always been there for me since day one. She has never, ever, ever put me down. My mama has had my back. That's my peanut butter and jelly right there. That's my mama. She's always been there for me, and she's always seen the bright out of me. And I just want to say thank you, mama. I love you. Thank you for never, pushing me away when I wanted to show you my arts and crafts and my writing, my poetry. Thank you for always just lifting me up and making me feel like a king every single time I show you something. Thank you for sacrificing your entire life and putting your career on pause to raise me. Same with my father, but thank you for not putting me in those daycares. Thank you for taking pretty much putting your job away from me and just being there to take care of me, because if it wasn't for you, I would not be right here. You know what I mean? But just to finish up, I just want to say I love everybody in the family, even though it was difficult. It wasn't easy at all. It was not easy at all. And the people that we look up to the most, especially my family, man, it was hard. You know, everybody's like, oh, I want to be this, I want to be that. And then you get to me, I'll be like, yeah, I do music. And they look at you like, oh, okay.
Like
that side
Yeah,
look,
okay.
What? Anyway,
yeah, you skip him. But I just want to say I have no regrets. My story it gets a little deep, but
and it's still continuing.
It's still continuing. As long as these people, two people right here next to me, they've been there, done that, they've seen it, and I just thank these two people right here as well for you can't doubt a visionary when you are a visionary, because it's like we all see it. Like, you want to be a music artist, or like, well, damn, like I want to do something too. Like we, you know what I mean? Like we doing it. So, Sean, if I can ask, what did you ever have any problems when you was producing? Because I don't remember. I don't know. You just sent me beats and we talked about it. But did anybody ever doubt you with producing?
Especially close to you. Like, I want
Doubt me?
Doubt you? Yeah. Like, say nah.
Not directly towards me.
Oh.
I always felt like it was kind of like they'd be like, oh yeah, that's cool. Like, go ahead, like chase your dreams kind of thing. But it was like that was kind of like as far as it ever went. It was no like
follow through.
Yeah. It was just like, okay, like that's cool. Like you go do you, but
yeah,
when that shit don't work, make sure your is working.
Then plan B type something to fall on, and I hate that, and I really do hate that. Like, just honestly, just because I never intended for plan A to fail.
Nah, for real, like who really comes up with a plan B?
Traditional people. That's what I'm saying. Like, you think about generation from generation to generation. Like I said, so many we in LA, bro. Like, where people, like, it's so much. If you can make it out here, bro, you can literally make it anywhere. You know what I mean? But in a sense, you cannot let people tell you what you can and cannot do. I mean, yeah, you might take a L with something. You know what I mean? But that's lesson learned. Take it on the chin, keep moving. You know what I mean? Because now when you do it again, you now know what not to do. You feel me? Yeah. Like, that's really real. You know what I mean? And that's just perseverance, and everything of that sort. But that's in any field. I don't care what it is. That's like everybody's walk of life. It's the people that you see go the farthest have been in the game for years. And all it took was just one time for them to catch a break. They own. That's it. That's all we need. You know what I mean? And that's all. And that's all we want.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true. Ain't no plan B's, all plan A's. And how about you, E? Like, I mean, I've seen. First of all, I just want to tell everybody, I've seen Eric go through the most disrespect. I mean, I've seen my man here just get put down. I've seen what people can do to his heart, man. I've seen Eric hurt before, and I've seen this nigga go through it as far as him trying to do stuff with it, with his clothing brand and people believing in him. Eric has never cracked, and I know I've seen it. I've witnessed it. Even if he don't even know I witnessed it, I've seen him, put his head down a little bit every now and then, but he has never cracked in front of nobody. So Eric, I just want to ask, man, with this clothing brand, you know what I mean? I know it wasn't easy, I know the family was tight, but I know a couple times, you know what I mean, it was a little difficult trying to do something and innovate something. You know what I mean? Being the oldest, right?
Yeah, and that's a lot of pressure. You know what I mean? Like, but you know, still stepping into what you said is that you know, with me being the oldest, you know, and everything like that too. When you're the oldest, you know, you're the example. In a way, you gotta honestly think about it. Think about it. You know, if you know, I got 2 younger brothers. We all 18 months apart. You know what I mean? If I got, you know, bro, I got in trouble a lot, bro. I got my beat for a lot of stuff. So I know my brothers was like, yeah, we're not doing that. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? But you know, in a sense, when you go against the grain with doing something, you know what I mean? But for my brothers, shout out to my brothers as well. My brothers never really doubted me. You know what I mean? They always was just like, okay, you can really dress. Like, go ahead and do that. You know what I mean? My mom and my dad too, bro. I can't really say that they doubted me as well. It's kind of like the same thing, just saying like, you know, if this is what you gonna do, you know, just have a plan B. You know what I mean? So anytime that I was like, no, F a plan B, bro. I played basketball, bro, for years. So that whole plan B thing was always in the back of my mind. Oh, if you don't make it, if you don't make it, if you don't make it. So you got to understand that, you know, coming from when you always thinking like that, that's what's going to happen because you premeditate. You're literally telling yourself when you don't make it. So when it doesn't happen, you're going to always doubt yourself. I think if anything that I've been facing with difficulty-wise, it's always been with myself.
Wow.
Like an eternal balance. And that's the biggest one. If you can overcome your fears, because fears are things that we tell ourselves. It's thought of in our minds and everything of that sort. So everything, every dip that I hit, every drop that I didn't sell out on, every, you know, if I spent more money, more than what I made, man, I took it on the chin and I made it. And that's it. You know what I mean? Like I said, you'll see me with my head down and be like, dang, because that's not the goal that I hit. But moving on and moving forward, I bet you it's not going to be like that again.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
I honestly got a lot of my swag from this man right here. Eric, man, I'm telling you right now, I didn't even realize how amazing J. Cole was until Eric put me on. And I knew J. Cole was. I want to see you work out for me. But I'm like, nah, bro, that ain't J. Cole.
Nah, you gotta listen. You gotta listen like mixtape Cole.
Man, I was like, whoa.
Shout out to J. Cole, bro. The GOAT. He a GOAT already, bro. Like I don't care what nobody talking about.
Hell yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I used to be a J. Cole hater, but that nigga like really grew on me. Like
he's a like what? Like he's like if this man was sitting in the room right now, he'd be so humble because you feel like. I wouldn't even call bro a B-list celebrity. Like, you know what I mean? That's something that he calls himself and everything. Like, but he's so down to earth and so humble and still talks about some real stuff. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, think about it, bro. As we growing up, oh, you know, I shoot this. You know what I mean? I shoot this dude. I go to jail. I do that. That ain't never been my, my mentality. I grew up in that. You know what I mean? I got grandma that stay in Compton. I grew up in Linwood. I moved around a lot. You know what I mean? And everything like that too. So, we all seen some stuff, but I never wanted to, be that dude to be, you know what I mean? Like, it just wasn't that. You know what I mean? I've seen people, get shot at. I've been to parties, seen people, get killed and everything like that too. So I never wanted to, step into that limelight, even though that's what I was around. You know what I mean? That was my environment. So but I was looking the opposite way and was like, damn, how the hell I'm gonna get out of this? You know what I mean? Like that's been my drive. You feel me? Like I don't want to go back to wherever I started from. You know what I mean? Because I know that I can make it. Like Colbert Clan clothing, bro. I do Colbert Clan clothing. I got my own travel basketball team called the Colbert Clan Hoopers. But I'm in so many avenues and different. My hands are in so many different pots as far as financing. And not even just that, it's just as far as what I want to do to make sure that I establish myself as a hardworking young man, a black young man. It's it's hard out here, but as long as your effort is good, bro, you can make it anywhere.
I agree. Thank you, man, so much for just sharing your wisdom, man. And thank you for all the years, man, putting wisdom into me and getting my head straight. You always looked at me, man, like you was my older brother. So thank you for just steering me in the right direction as well. And just being there for me when me and my mama would fight, you always just make it clear my head, and you would just. I remember there be times when we was on Park Street, back in Bellflower, and then I would be fighting with my mama, and you would just always clear my head. So thank you for just always being there. And the wonderful thing I love about you, Eric, man, I'm gonna just say that you're such a great dude that you don't even know how influential you are, because you're just natural. You're not a that keeps track of the good things they do. You are just a natural good person. So there's probably millions of things that you have done, thousands of souls that you have touched, and you don't even see that. But I want you to know that I do, man, and I appreciate what you've done for my life and what you've done and added on, because there's not one time where your name is brought up and I don't smile, man. So I just want to say thank you for everything.
I appreciate you, fam.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, shoot, man. When's the next drop?
Ooh, that's what I need to know. I need them answers right now.
That's the journey right there. I'm supposed to be dropping spring, you know what I mean? You know, been still, you know, trying to hit the hammer with the nail, but you know what I mean? But it's a journey, bro. It's when you, as y'all being creatives and everything like that as well, you are very critical about your work. I have so many stuff in the archive and everything like that, bro, that I just don't pull out. And I'll be like, no, not now. Like, I doubt myself so much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it don't even be anybody else, bro. I'd, like, literally doubt myself so much in a sense where I'll be like, you know what I mean? Like, well, you didn't sell out last time, so why would you sell out here? And it's literally, bro, how the way that you talk to yourself. You know what I mean? So I had to stop doing that.
Yeah.
I had to stop doing that. But for sure, spring of 2022, probably coming around like mid-April, y'all gonna have some drops. So be on the lookout for Cobra Clan clothing. You know what I mean? You can find us out on IG. You know what I mean? You could find it through Torratti or find it through, you know, my man Paco. You know what I mean? My other Instagram is not up to par right now, but, you know, Cobra Clan clothing. Go ahead and go check that out for me.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, is there a way, while I put you on the spot, is there a way I can get your drops for a music video before they come out?
Yes.
Thank you, bro, because I've been asking for that for a very long time.
Yeah, that's another difficulty thing, man. Like, when you coming into the game of just, you know, clothing and everything like that too, everybody wants a one-piece thing, and you have to really understand that one piece will run you. You know what I mean? So it will really run you. Like, I would spend more money on getting single pieces of things than getting something that's in bulk. Like, I'd rather go get
multiple
25 of them, and then when they're done, but obviously you got to wait longer, because when I go get the whole thing, then you got to come and wait and get yours. Yeah. But shout out to y'all too, because like I said, even when I do, I would let you know, be like, hey, look, you know, I got these new sweaters. Well, I want it right now. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like I said, we really don't know who really likes our stuff. I think we just be too much in our heads to not even find out that, you know, shout out to my friends, shout out to my family, you know, everything of that sort. If I sell out most of my stuff, bro, it's always through my family and through my close friends. Right. They buy it before anybody else. But even shout out to those people that I've never met, you know what I mean, that just come and just meet me and everything like that too, and became supporters even if you didn't start with me in 2016 or if you just now started now. You know, I appreciate every single purchase, because like I said, that goes into, you know, my mind and my creativity to even keep wanting to drop stuff, you know, and I'm pretty sure that go for y'all too. You know what I mean? Like,
they the real MVPs.
For real. You know what I mean? Y'all the engine to keep us going. You feel me? That support is very, very crucial. You know, not just from family, from your friends, but even that outside source. Somebody totally new. We like, you're hard. You know what I mean? You dope. You know what I mean? Your stuff is like, I only want to wear your stuff. Those little sentence right there would take. I'm gonna go and keep going, because if I got one person off of that, my next drop, I might get 5 people. Next one, I might get 10. And that's how you start building yourself, start building your image and everything like that. But
yeah, wow.
Low-key, that's how it started with me when, like, my beats, like, I be so self-conscious about it. Like, I always make something, because when I make beats, I don't ever want to make anything that, like, you hear on the radio or something.
So not like, mainstream stuff.
Yeah, like my is always trying to think outside the box.
So you like your stuff more authentic.
Yeah, like I don't want to sound like nobody. Like I don't want you to ever hear one of my beats and be like, oh, that sounds like such and such. Like you gonna hear my shit and know, like, yeah, Paco made that. Like that don't sound. That's only Paco could make that sound. Like,
that's true.
And some people that identify it from the beginning. Oh yeah, that's Paco. You know what I mean? Like,
it's like just establishing my sound. Like I ain't trying to bite nobody else or be put in a box with other people.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah. And I even think, as, you know, as a individual as well, you know what I mean? You're going to have naysayers as well. You know what I mean? We need to learn how to deal with those people as well, because I don't care if it's one. We will focus so much on one naysayer out of 100 supporters. You know what I mean?
And that one negative one stick out.
And it does stick out, right? If you pay attention to them. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, you know, I've had people tell me, you know, my stuff is too expensive, which is not. You know what I mean? My stuff is not expensive whatsoever. I've seen people go to the mall, spend hundreds, thousands on Adidas, Nikes, everything like that as well too, but won't even, you know, come just so even support your friend. You know what I mean? Even like I would even take the, you know, you coming to say like, hey, you know what? I don't like your drop. You know what I mean? Because that's letting me know, okay, you don't like it. You know what I mean? You don't got to support me every time, but let me know what you do and do not like. Like I'm so big on, you know, people's feedback.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it's something that you don't like, you know what I mean? What are you looking for next time? And I like to have those, you know, those type of discussions, especially, you know, coming from my friends. You know what I mean? I used to be very big if like they didn't come and support me, or if, you know, if they didn't come and purchase anything, or if they didn't come in to buy anything. I used to be really big on that, but like I had to still understand too. You know what I mean? People are going to want to go out there and buy what they want to buy, or sometimes they might not have it like that. You know what I mean? But I always paid attention to little details, like, you know, you got new kicks on, or if you got a new Adidas, a whole full Adidas sweatsuit on, I'll be like, all right, you know, it is what it is. Like, I respect honesty, you know, more than anything, to just let me know, like, you know, I don't really.
You know what it is, though, because the point is that, you know, sometimes when you know people, you know what I mean, when they know you, that's when they want to put you on standby. That's why it is the same where your biggest supporters are the ones that have yet to meet you.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? So sometimes when people know you, they put you on the back burner, like, oh man, I know him. You know, I'm gonna get to it eventually. Yeah. But when someone meets someone new, you know, sometimes when you have a new relationship, you try to have that immediate relationship, like, oh man, I'll buy your stuff. Yeah, man, it's nice to meet you. Blah 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 blah. When in reality, you got a cousin back there that's been grinding at some, but just because you know him for over 20 years. You know what I mean? Oh, that's my cousin. You know, get on half off or whatever it is. But the point is that your main supporters are the ones that are yet to meet you. But anybody that knows who you are always going to remind you of who you used to be. Yeah. But the people that you meet have no idea who you used to be, so they can only see you for the star you are today. Oh, you see what I'm saying? So
see, this nigga be spinning bars without even no damn beat. and you know, really shout out to the people that don't really ask, you know, people for, you know, discounts and everything like that as well. Like you guys got to really understand, like, people take their time and, you know, and money, bro. That's behind that. Even though, like I said, you know, most people do make a surplus off of it or anything of that being the case, but still, man, you don't go into Gucci and ask them for half off. Or if you are, go to the back. You know what I mean? Oh, 50% is in the back. You know what I mean? Like, you don't come over here. And I think we got to kind of get out of that as well. Like, you know, some people's like, oh, I only wear designer. You can make your homie stuff be designer. Like, just by you simply supporting them. Put that same energy you put into random celebrities and random clothing lines and everything like that as well. That's why I said, like, people are going to literally put their energy into what they want to put their energy into. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, man, you telling me you can't pay $25 for a t-shirt?
On my mama.
Like,
but you can go wear a $80 Supreme shirt that just says in a red box Supreme. And no diss to Supreme, you know what I mean? Y'all got some pretty dope stuff, but y'all also do got some really simple stuff.
They're going to send you a bill later, dog.
That's cool. Hey, if anything, I'm going to give y'all more numbers. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Supreme. Don't bill me, bill this nigga. He is his own 1099 self-employed contractor over here. Get his bill Colbert Clan. Don't bill me, nigga, for putting your name out there. I love Supreme if I'm sponsoring y'all. But I just want to say, while we have this time, I just want to talk about my new single real fast. Gun Down. You know, man, you haven't heard it yet, huh? Oh my God.
And what's so before you even start talking about it, tell me where your head was when you were coming out with this single.
So, Paco the producer, my cousin right here next to me, he sent me the beat, right? That's how I usually went. He would send me beats, of course, and I was getting ready. I don't know what I was getting ready for, album. I don't know. My head, you know, I just be going with the fly and, you know, the flow and everything. So he sent me this last beat, and I was like, oh, shoot, it's slower. I was like, okay. I'll admit I wasn't feeling it at first. I was always feel his music, but I wasn't feeling it in a sense where my mind was at. Okay. I wanted to just go. I wanted to, and then he sent me something slower, But then I was thinking like, wait a minute. I was like, welcome to the West Coast, shawty. Pipe down. Hey, hold on, wait a minute. I started hearing it, and it started coming together. You know what I mean? Then I started thinking, I started just getting that grungy feel. So,
see that you start feeling it.
yeah, you know what I mean? It's speed don't mean nothing, because as long as you feel it, you can turn the slowest song into a number one hit. So real fast, I just want to go and play this for you, just so you can at least hear it, and then I'm gonna talk about the song itself. That way we can all be on the same page, because the last thing I want is to talk about something and you have no idea what's going on. You know what I mean? Because that ain't cool at all. Let me see here. Yeah, here we go. I should have put it in here, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, nigga. Oh, sorry, Siri. A little exclusive for everybody. Well, man, like I said, by the time this interview come out, this song should already be out, so y'all should already know what this song is about. Had to take a break to get my head right. Got me out here tripping off a new wave. Niggas hating cause I'm blinded by my own light. She said, baby, you the best. I said, oh shit. In the zone. Whoop, whoop. Shawty. Pull up to your city. Yeah. Shout out to Paco the producer for making one of the hottest beats. My man came through.
This is a hard ass beat.
Crazy, huh?
Witnessing greatness.
Where we going? Spaceship right here.
That's a new ad-lib.
Oh yeah, you already know. Shout out to JCC, Connor James.
People name he didn't say.
Who?
People name he didn't say.
I didn't miss nothing. Welcome to the West Coast, California. Hearing it live. Eric hearing it for the first time, y'all. We're about to get a review right now. Oh.
Y'all be doing y'all. Oh my God,
man. That's just, like I said, when this interview come out, everybody should already be bumping that. But I mean, I know you didn't hear it yet, because technically we filmed this before it came out. Yeah, because I got a twisted brain. I gotta have all my content before I release anything. I learned the hard way. But Eric, please, what did you think?
I like it. But I want to ask you, as far as you, do you feel like you don't have a LA soundtrack, or what was like when you was listening, because you said it was a slower beat?
Mm-hmm.
What came into cadence? Did you come with like the chorus first?
I mean, it's always gonna be the chorus first for me, because that's just what I don't even focus. It's like I just hear when I just get this voice in my head that it just kind of guides me. Honestly, for all the musicians out there, if you just listen, your brain already has the lyrics for you. You just gotta listen to yourself. Your conscience already has the song written. Just listen to yourself. You already have the answer. You already know. When I heard that beat, it just came to me, man. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Like, welcome to the West Coast, shawty. Pipe down.
You got
21 shots.
You got like good range of like voices.
Yeah, you know.
I really just thought about that.
Yeah, you know, it's thank you. I appreciate that. You know, but
I'm gonna take credit for that.
Yeah, it is. Nigga. Shout out to Sean, bro. We be in the studio, nigga. I'd be like, hey, Sean, how the song go? This nigga just give me a thumbs up. I'm still waiting for this nigga to actually say something while we in the studio, but I love this nigga to death. But like the song, so for the song, bro, honestly, there was no, that's actually a remake. Yes, that's not the original. The original was, I wanted to let people know that I'm not affiliated with any gang. So if anybody with a target on my head, just know that I don't come from any gangs. This bandana around my neck represents breast cancer. So for anybody that want to be ignorant out there and try and impress me, this bandana is pink, not red. It represents breast cancer from my auntie Nene. So does the pink hair. Not affiliated. But I just want to say that's what the original was about. You know, letting people know, look, I don't come from something, but don't f with me, because I got two parents that come from a hard background and they raised that shit into me, and they didn't teach me how to be no punk out there. So I just want everybody to understand that. Not that I'm even confrontational. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very nice guy. Always come up to me anytime. I'm a very humble person. I see somebody need help, I'm gonna help them. But at the same time, I ain't no so, you know, don't f me. But you know what I mean? But you know, I think we all come from good parents, but that's what the original was about. But I wanted to do something more modern. You know what I mean? I'm kind of done with rapping, even though I'm starting. I don't know if you would call that rap. I don't know what you would call that, but when people hear my music, I want them to feel like they're in the sky. I want them to feel like this, the most euphoric feeling. Now I'm some weird. I feel like you can only get that music with trance music and EDM and just like, you know, Kid Cudi, you know what I mean? But I wanted people to be able to feel that gangster while being in the air. Yeah. I want to be the gangster in the cloud, dog. That's alive though. That's alive. Nigga, that's alive. You know what I mean? So when I welcome to the West Coast, shawty, pipe down. 21 shots. Hey, she ride me like an East Coast Harley. Pipe down. 21 shots. I'm a gun down. Hey, pull up to your city, I'm a gun down. Hey, hands in the air, put your gun down. Hey, beg for your life, nigga, what now? Hey, the neighborhood was quiet then. Pow, pow. You know what I'm saying? So it's, all I'm trying to say is that, you know, it's just a fun song, dog. You know, Gun Down for me was just the anthem. You know what I mean? Originally it was about some real shit, but I wanted to take a step back and understand that this is mainstream music. You know, you got to get in where you fit in. And I just wanted to be able to tell the truth. You know, first line, had to take a break to get my head right. Took 4 months off the, you know what I mean? 4 or 5 months off the, I've been at this for 8 years, by the way, since 2014, like I was saying. But I don't know if you guys noticed, but when you starting up and you take a break, that kills your career. When you are starting up, you cannot take a single break, even if you don't know what to do. There are people out there, even people that don't even, you know what I mean? Like if you just take a break, you are killing your career. You cannot take a break, and that's something I still have yet to learn. You know what I mean? I'm only getting all this stuff done now so I can come in for the future. But let me just get back on the subject of my song though. This song is intended to be my very first hit single, and I ain't gonna rest until it is. Matter of fact, I'm saying it today right now. Ain't nobody gonna hear any other song until this song gets to where I want it to be. That's real shit. They gonna have to be forced to listen to the same mother song until this song gets to where I want it to be. Ain't nothing else coming out from me under my name until Gun Down hits where I want it to hit. Until I get to perform this song in front of different labels, until I see some paperwork in front of me. Ain't nothing no song. Okay, I might put out another song too. I ain't gonna wait till a regular, but definitely ain't no album.
I was about to say, I was like, well, nigga, do we get to still hear some stuff?
Y'all I ain't gonna stop working. I will never stop working, and of course, y'all my boys. Y'all gonna always get the MP3s.
You better. Y'all about to say you better air that.
Y'all gonna always get the MP3s. But as far as the reason why, and I'm gonna say this real quick, because you gotta believe in yourself. And I feel like as an artist, I see people just throwing away songs every week. New song. They have not developed it. They have not marketed it. I'm going to school right now to LA Film School. Shout out to Los Angeles Film School I'm getting my bachelor's in music business, for everybody that don't know. And one thing I could say, marketing is crucial. If you don't take the necessary time to promote your music, dog, and Not even promote it. For everybody out there that you don't understand, that everybody think that putting a couple ads here and there, that's promotion. Nah, dog. Promotion is setting a goal. And you don't move until you hit your goal. Period. You set a goal, you hit your goal, then you move on. If you are a man without a goal, you are not a man.
You lost.
You are a boy with a dream that can only go as far as you can reach. And you know what I'm saying? In my next song that y'all don't even know, my dreams are too small if I can grab it. That is my motto. That's in my next song for anybody to know. My dreams are too small if I can grab it. So that's where I'm at right now in my life. So ain't nobody hearing until this song gets where my goals, till I hit my goals. And what are my goals? That's personal. Anyway, but this song is just fun for me, man. I just thank God that Sean was able to help me out with this one. Gun Down was an anthem. I just wanted to bring a neon euphoric vibe in the air. I wanted people to vibe out but still have some gangster shit while they feeling that in the air, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't deep, it wasn't on some lyrical stuff. I just wanted people to feel that intimacy when they listen to my stuff, when they hear this song. This was intended for the radio. This was intended to be mainstream. It was intended to be catchy, and it was intended to have fun with. So there is some lyrical stuff coming. I can get deep, don't get it twisted, but as of right now, my main focus is making it, and my main focus is pleasing the fans and the crowd.
Y'all see how smart this nigga is? Like, he just basically told you to market yourself in a sense, because I do feel that people, you know, really either don't know how, or don't have the resources, or don't have the team, or don't have it within themselves to be like, you know, just drop single after single after single after single. But since you drop so many singles, people can't focus on the one that you dropped previously before that. You know what I mean? So, and think about it. Did you put all the effort into making sure that song was a hit, was a success? Yeah. And, you know, in that sense too. And that, like you said, you've been in the game for 8 years, so I'm pretty sure you learned that over time.
Oh man, I had to learn the hard way.
You know, so like, but you know, even those hard ways are that push you to be like, even like the way I'm listening to how the way that you saying it right now, like I ain't dropping nothing till this gets to where I want it to be. That lets you know that you are disciplined within yourself to be like, no, this is where I want it to be. And you talking it out there in the universe, so it's gonna go. And
then I appreciate you for at least seeing that, because let me tell everybody something. What everybody else say about, you know, Oscars, Grammys, like of course that is important, but what's important is that you set personal goals in your life. And if you just doing what you love and you're not setting any goals for yourself, you got to set your own. You got to make your own trophies, dog. So when I look at Gun Down and people want another song or what's next, I'm going to say f that, because I'm not going to move on until I know my song is first of all, my number. Every song I put out needs to be my number one song. I ain't going to stop until my latest song is my number one song, first and foremost.
He the next Frank Ocean.
You know, did he say that? I don't know. But I'm just keeping it real. I'm not gonna stop until my latest song that I put out is my number one song, and then even then, I'm gonna make sure that it hits the personal goals that I wanted to. Why? Because when I'm done with that song, I can move on to my next song, knowing that my last song hit my personal goals.
And then you can even stair step from there.
Exactly. You don't do nothing but move up. And when you focus, I want everybody to know, when you trying to be successful, dog, it's all about the stats. When you can control your stats, you don't, first of all, never, people always say, oh, I'm going to give myself a month or 2 months. Stop doing that shit. It's not up to you. You can get a car accident tomorrow, nigga. Slow your whole process down. Just set a goal in a sense where I'm not moving on until I hit this. However long it take, that's up to God to get you up to that point. But stop saying I'm going to get things done in a timely frame. You can't control time, dog. I didn't know we was Thanos around this. So stop saying that. Just say, look, until then, I'm not moving on until then. So I don't care if it takes me 20 years, 30 years, 2 days. I'm not moving on from point A to point B until I hit this. I think everybody needs to have that mentality, because you're going to be easier on yourself. Because if you try to set yourself a time, because you're not Father Time, you're going to hate yourself for not getting it done. Then you're going to doubt yourself. And then you fit right into the category with everybody else doubting you. Stop trying to control time. Just focus on what you can control, which is getting it done, setting a goal. Don't move on until you get to that goal. Because if you can't complete a goal,
I mean, you got a lot to work on.
You gotta,
yourself.
you nigga, what? So that's it for me. Shout out to Gun
Quick
Down.
question. Do y'all consider milestones and goals the same thing?
Like milestones that you hit and goals.
I think
they go like hand in hand,
Yeah.
like low ball. Because a milestone, like, I want to hit this milestone in 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
What you said, stop doing, like stop going on in a timely manner.
stop hitting the time.
But
I mean, it's good to have an idea, but the thing is, what happens if you don't hit it? You know what I mean? Like,
now you're disappointed in yourself.
You're
I think
disappointed, right?
in all honesty, you just should, like those delays and all of those backtracks and everything. I hope nobody really getting no accidents.
no, yeah.
But even if
Shout out to State Farm.
yeah,
Shout out to my agent Naomi. She always got my back. She always got me covered. Car accident. She got me. She said, again, Jordan.
Again.
We're gonna wrap it up in a little bit. Who anybody want to say one last thing before we go? I already had my little moment, so I'm good. Sean, you wanna go into Eric? You good? You wanna carry it away? You got something on your mind? Anybody? Eric, Sean, I know you got something.
Man, I'm hungry.
My next interview gonna be with just white people. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this black.
I'll say something. So, man, y'all, with this interview, you guys are gonna be seeing, more of us, and more of our work and everything that we do. So, hopefully we can, continue to keep doing this because, like I said, bro, it's really who you network with and everything like that as well. So, like this little interview, you never know who's gonna see this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That could be a record label. That could be a record label looking here. That can be, many artists that be like, okay, let's look up his beats. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, he got some hard ones.
And that could be Supreme calling you for that bill.
It might. Or it could be me dodging those calls.
All right. Well, shout out to everybody here, man. Thank you guys for checking out and listening. I love these two people, man. Eric, heir to the throne, Colbert Clan CEO, my man Paco, the motherfucking producer, man, the king of the beats, the king of the jungle, my man. I love everybody. Love you guys, man. Stay tuned. Let's go eat.
Let's go.